Hey there, it's Gina. So I want to help you guys work on a skill that is really fun to do with your kids. We're talking about inferencing and predicting. So are they different? Definitely. When should you start working on this stuff? I would say probably around 3 years old. You can definitely model the concepts and start explaining these things and actually talking about them, talking through them with a book with your child when they're younger than this. But I think they'll really start to get involved and understand this concept when they're about 3 to 6 years old. It's a really good time frame to target this skill. So what is inferencing? Inferencing is looking at the clues and evidence around you and deciding what has happened or what is happening. Predicting is looking at those evidence and clues, but deciding what we think will happen next. So these are awesome skills that we can work on with kids. A really great way to do this is with books that don't have many words or any words at all. So I have a book here today, one that I'm not actually really familiar with, but that looks really fun. I just kind of grabbed it off my shelf of resources. I actually got it for as a Christmas present, and it looks really cool. So I think we're going to jump in and talk about some ways that we can use this book. And I want you guys to do this with a book with me that I'm not familiar with, so that you can see how easy it is to apply these skills and teach your kids how to inference, which is looking at clues and evidence and determining what happened or what is happening, or making a prediction about the future as to what will happen. So our book is called Dude. You can see just one word here, and this doesn't really tell us that much. Some of these books will have all sorts of different things. If you're doing this with a younger one and you're learning colors, you can say, oh, bright yellow like the sun. Look up at the sun. So we've got our book here introducing some characters, and you can see the only thing in this book is dude. So that's it. We have one word. So it's not really giving your children much to focus on with an auditory feedback or trying to break that down and comprehend what you're saying. All you're saying is, well, looks like they're in line here at an ice cream place and they've got their swimsuits on. So what are some things we could say when you're working on inferencing? Target on asking your child why questions, or having them ask why questions as they get older. So, why do you think he is wearing a swimsuit? And they might say something like, well, maybe he's going swimming. That's a great question. Or, why are they holding surfboards? I bet they're about to go surfing. So, think of those why questions that tell you what is happening. They're at the beach, they're going surfing, they're getting ready to get in the ocean. And then what's going to happen? So, things that are going to happen. What could you look in here? We don't actually see anybody eating ice cream, so these guys are in line. So you could say, they're in line for ice cream. What do you think will happen next? So there's your what question. A lot of what questions are going to make predictions. Or, what do you think this sign means? It's an exclamation point. It might mean danger. So what do you think could happen if these two decide to go surfing? Let's find out. Turn page. With the really young ones, it's awesome to always say turn page, maybe even just tap on a book or let them turn the page themselves to give them a little more input themselves and keep them engaged. So we're seeing again, dude, with a lot of excitement. Here they go. Why do you think the board's over his head? We're working on some inferencing. I say, well, it looks like they're carrying it into the water. So what do you think will happen next? If you see the sign here, it still looks like some caution. So I am just going to scoot through this book. We're not going to go through the whole book together, but you can see this whole book here. Ooh, that would be a great one for predictions. Look who I see. Ask them what they see. A shark. Oh no, are sharks friendly? Not always. And always try to shake your head with the little ones and add some sort of gesture so that they have something visual as well as some auditory input. But like I said, we're not going to go through this whole book, but they can make predictions. Will the shark be nice? And what is actually happening? Looks like they're swimming pretty fast. So why do you think they're going so fast? There's a shark behind them. That's inferencing. So inferencing is really looking at the cues behind them. This is a great example of a book with no words to minimal words. And you can use this for your predictions and inferencing. So tons of books out there just like that one. Let me know if you do have any questions. This is an awesome skill to work on. And I will tell you too, kids with language learning difficulties a lot of times will have difficulties with inferencing and making predictions because they're not able to read between the lines and put those puzzle pieces together. So if you do see this happening, work on it with your child. You can always talk to your doctor and see if maybe a speech evaluation might be something to look into. Never hurts. Early intervention is the key to success with these kids. So don't forget that. Comment down below and please don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.